Imagine for a moment that right-wing activists were throwing Molotov cocktails at electric charging stations. Imagine conservatives were firebombing Tesla dealerships across the country. The media would be in a complete meltdown. We'd have wall-to-wall coverage, congressional hearings, probably new domestic terrorism legislation. But when left-wing extremists do exactly that, targeting Elon Musk's Tesla facilities, silence, or worse, applause. On The Daily Show, the studio audience actually cheered when domestic terrorism against Tesla was mentioned. Even the liberal host was disturbed. Meanwhile, Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett is openly calling for Musk to be taken down as her birthday wish. This isn't just hypocrisy, it's the normalization of political violence as long as the targets are approved. And, oh, wait till you find out what Doge is up to. Now, you know who's not experiencing pain right now? The radical activists torching Tesla facilities. They're young, energized by their misguided ideology. But for the rest of us who deal with the daily aches and inflammation from standing up for what's right, there is a solution. Dr. Josh discovered a special turmeric extract that's 200 times more powerful than standard turmeric powder. This extract is like kryptonite to inflammation, attacking pain at its source. While the left is inflaming our nation with violence, you can reduce the inflammation in your joints and muscles. Visit goldenrevive.com/NNN to learn about Dr. Josh's turmeric hack that's helping patriots live pain-free lives. It's linked down below. All right. I am joined in studio right now by Travis Gillmore of the Epoch Times. Make sure you follow him on X. He's dropping some big bombs over there. You don't want to miss them. But Travis, we're going to be talking about, you just heard, with Elon Musk, the radical left, and of course Doge, my favorite topic. We just learned here, this came out 8 hours ago, Elon Musk's Doge blocking $52 million payment to the World Economic Forum.
Yes.
I mean, why are we paying money to the World Economic Forum?
It's unbelievable, too, when you look at all the contracts that they've cut. Doge is just, they are really taking a wrecking ball to this waste, fraud, and abuse.
Yeah.
And then to speak to the Teslas getting attacked, too, like, it's just the irony. The left was rabidly in love with this man, and now they're attacking him.
Yeah.
It's so crazy to watch the shift in perspective.
Yeah. Mike Lee, Senator Mike Lee, as Elon, writing on X, as Elon has explained, there's only one reason to set up a system like this, to make payments impossible to trace. And he was quote tweeting Thomas Sowell quotes, 4.7 trillion. And this is a New York Post headline. Doge discovers 4.7 trillion in treasury payments that were missing a critical code, traceability almost impossible. Now, Senator Lee posted this 10 hours ago, but I want to point out that this Post article came out in February 17th, so almost a month ago.
Yes.
I mean, they were not even tracking the payments at the Treasury Department. Imagine if you did that on your tax returns.
Yeah, the hypocrisy is just phenomenal.
It's unbelievable. Okay, so here is Libs of TikTok. They posted this. The Daily Show is justifying and practically celebrating the attacks on Teslas and Tesla locations, suggesting Elon deserves it. The audience erupts in cheers to footage of Teslas on fire. Now, I would normally play the clip, but we do get copyright issues with the Daily Show. So what I'm going to do for you guys, I'm going to post it, and it's on my X account. It's at the top. You can go check it out. Here's another clip from the Daily Show. Wow, you guys like domestic terror. The Daily Show audience applauds the domestic terror incidents against Tesla, disturbing even the liberal host. I mean, you can see some of this footage. We played some of this the other day. Chicago, Seattle, Las Vegas, Kansas City, all burning. This is absolutely insane.
They've taken protests to a whole nother level. And as you said, if the other side was doing this, it would be wall-to-wall coverage.
I mean, 2 years ago, there was a video of him at the Met Gala, and he's extolling, how green his company is and how he's helping humanity, and he's like the perfect left savior.
Yes.
And he was like they were laying down palm branches and waving him in like Jesus, wherever he would go.
Yes.
And now, the minute he uncovers what's happening with the Doge boys,
yes,
and they're peeling back the curtain, here's my take, and I want to see if you're on the same page. he goes in. He strips USAID of all of this money.
Yep.
And USAID is funding all of these organizations, like the Soros groups, right?
Yes.
And then the Soros groups come back and the money goes to these activist groups, like, these paid protesters that are sitting outside the White House every day.
Absolutely.
Right? We joked about it the other day. Like, yeah, these people are, someone says, don't they have jobs? Like, yeah, they're actually getting paid right now by George Soros,
That is
right?
their job.
We were making jokes about this. So the money trail, USAID to Soros to the activists, well, now the activists are about to be unemployed.
Yes.
So they're like, okay, this is the last amount of money we've got in the kitty here. Just go and firebomb these Tesla shops.
Yes.
Right? And they're freaking out. What is your take?
No, absolutely. And Elon has brought this up himself. Like, how do you have a non-governmental organization funded by the government? Like, just on the face of it, this is just blatant fraud and corruption. And then the fact that people are angry that he's saving taxpayer dollars and actually helping streamline the government, we're really seeing the true colors of both politicians and those that are paying attention in the political spectrum. There's the fact that you could protest saving money. Like, I never thought we would see this day.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense in clown world, but I mean, President Trump is fixing all that, and pretty soon these organizations are going to be out of money. They're going to have to go back to the drawing board and figure out where they can get, $52 billion payment.
Yes.
Like, that's, and people complain. They're like, wait a second, it's only $1 billion. It's only 1% of the government's, expenditures. Yeah. 1% of the government expenditures, when you're talking about trillions of dollars, it's a lot of damn money.
Yes. And we also saw with what Doge uncovered how this leftist media has been funded. It's unreal the way the money would flow into this. And I've watched for years. We're fighting for access, just trying to be real journalists and actually talk to these people. And I've wondered for years, like, why do these certain organizations always get that access? And now Doge is showing us. We see the contracts, $12, $13 million to Politico. And it's really interesting the way one side could say they're essentially just buying influence. And that it's tough to argue with that.
Well, what, New York Times, like all these subscriptions that they're paying for.
Pro subscriptions where it's like $4,000 or $30,000 a year, which no agency needs this. And then when you look at the good thing about Doge, you can go to doge.gov. They got all the receipts. So you can look and see all the different contracts. You can see how your money has been wasted for so many years. And it's really shocking.
What is a New York Times Pro subscription? Like, what does it get you? Like a gold-plated, New York Times delivered like in your bedroom, with white glove? Like, what can that even look like?
Yes.
I mean, the New York Times is a newspaper, and even their website. What is it like? You're going to get extra access to something else?
Yes. It doesn't make any sense at all. And then Elon has shown us that a lot of these accounts that they paid just ridiculous amounts of money for, no one ever even logged in. All this was whether you want to call it money laundering or buying influence. I mean, you got one side will just say it's incompetence, but whatever it is, it's wasting just billions and billions of dollars.
What about when you covered like all these Microsoft licenses? Did you hear about that? It's like they keep paying for Microsoft licenses that are never even used, and like Bill Gates is just collecting a paycheck. I mean, there are like tens of thousands of Microsoft licenses on computers, and then on top of it, no one's even in the offices where these computers are at. I mean, we've shown you guys the videos of these like at the Small Business Association,
yes.
When the Secretary Loeffler went over there, and she's like, look at all these desks. There's nobody here.
Yes.
And they're all like brand new computers, it's all brand new cubicles, and it's actually shocking to see these empty buildings. Or when Carrie Lake the other day, we showed this to you guys. Carrie Lake was in another building for like the media. She's part of the global media thing.
Yes.
I forget what. Do you know what it is?
I know she's a big part of the VOA, of dismantling VOA right now.
Well, yeah, but she's an advisor under the global media services or something.
Yes.
Which is over Voice of America.
Yes.
Because Trump was going to put her at Voice of America, but there was some roadblocks, so they had to make her an advisor to the global media group or whatever it's called. And so she goes over there to this like beautiful building. Did you see the video?
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, marble and fountains and,
Yes.
and glass and like it's like opulence to the extreme. And there's freaking nobody there.
Yes.
Like I can't even understand who signs off on this?
Yes. And that's the other thing Doge is doing is cutting those leases. And this could have some ripple effects down the line. I've talked to some commercial real estate experts about this, and the CRE market is already in trouble. And it's going to create some issues in terms of valuations here in DC and across the country. It's also going to provide opportunities. There's going to be chances for businesses to move up. We're also seeing here in DC, I want to say that we're up to $180,000, the drop in property values since Trump took office. And a lot of this is Doge and Elon. They're getting rid of these just trash government jobs, and now people are having to leave. And this is creating opportunity for those of you that do want to come in and make something real happen, really operate the government. There's pain on one side if you were doing nothing, but there's a whole lot of opportunity for those of us that were paying for nothing.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to start investing in some DC real estate. Or maybe, I'm thinking about like with all these empty buildings, like imagine the type of studio that you could build, because there's going to be there are already so many vacancies.
Yes.
Like, hey, Elon, I want to rent out this space over here, and boom, done. Like you could build a beautiful studio space.
I'm sure the Department of Education's got to be thousands of square feet they're just wasting over there.
Let's take a look at what Jasmine Crockett had to say. Jasmine Crockett has called for her birthday, March 29th, her present to be for Elon Musk to be taken down. This woman is a lunatic. Looks like this is Laura Loomer found this clip. Looks like what is this? Is this like a Zoom call? It just says right there, Jasmine Crockett, U.S. representative. This is the Tesla takedown mass call. Holy cow.
I'll make sure that I keep it short, but I am truly here for very selfish reasons. Starting with on March 29th, it's my birthday. And all I want to see happen on my birthday is for Elon to be taken down. Yes, I'll make sure that I keep it short, but I am truly.
That's just disgusting. That's what these people. We heard the same. Here's another thing. I want to run this past you. Like, Elon Musk, he's taking a lot of heat right now. And it's almost like, remember when they were always attacking Trump 24/7? Now, like, Trump's just kind of operating, and they're all focusing on Elon.
Yes.
Like, he's like the sentinel up in front taking all the bullets. What are your thoughts?
Oh, absolutely.
I hate to say that word. I don't mean taking the bullets. It was a poor choice of words, but
no, he really is taking the heat, and he's taking the heat for doing what he believes is helping humanity. So he has the courage. He's not afraid of this, but I speak to many people around DC and around the country that tell me they are fearful for Elon's safety and for President Trump's safety, that they're making such big moves. And we've seen this in the past. We started off by talking about the JFK stuff. When you start messing with people's control and their power and their money, this is when things can get really risky. And he's doing all of these things.
We just got a message here from Thomas McCullough. He dropped $1.99. He says, "What's up, Travis? Watch out for that Washington painting." Remember when we were in the East Room?
We were right under.
Oh my goodness, we're in front of this massive, like, actual painting.
The original
portrait of George Washington, and I'm just like leaning. And I'm like, you see this thing just start to rock, and like all the Wranglers, the White House Wranglers were like, "Don't do that. Don't step off of it."
Oh, it's the painting that Dolly Madison saved when the White House was getting burned down.
Oh my
It's just
goodness.
surreal to be there.
Yeah,
It's
it really is.
cool.
And so I was a little freaked out when that happened. Yeah. So what's up, Tom? Good to see you here.
Thank you, Thomas.
All right, let's keep going here. We've got some more to jump into. Justine Bateman, the actress. Tesla, she says, is literally the worst car to vandalize. It's equipped with multiple cameras programmed to record disturbances to the car. Every vandal is recorded, and most are subsequently identified.
And Elon warned about this. He said it has Sentry mode. Like you're damaging the car at your own risk.
These people are so stupid. We've played clips here of like people keying like Teslas, and like they're right there, face clear as day, and they're keying the car because the camera's recording them the whole time.
Yes.
So stupid, these people. But you know what? If you want to do it, you're going to get caught. Like, bottom line. How many times have you seen videos of like, oh, this person just did this to a Tesla car. Here's the video. Go and find him. And then the internet just like hunts the guy down. And then someone shows up at his house with a camera.
Yes.
Did you do this? You know. Luke Rosiak, one of the 7 federal agencies shuttered by Doge on Friday, is the most dogeable agency of all time, FMCS, before the pandemic. What's FMCS? Had a 9-story K Street tower for 60 employees. Its halls were lined with oil paintings of those employees and other art purchased from the boss's wife. Inside the now shuttered federal, are you looking it up?
Yep.
Inside the now shuttered federal agency where employees live like reigning kings. What is this?
That's the Federal Mediation and Conciliation Service.
What the hell is that do?
Exactly.
Wait, what? The Federal Mediation
and Conciliation Service.
All right. Can you tell me what the hell they do, Travis?
And it says that they understand that some new executive orders could impact them. They claim to be a small, independent federal agency that plays a crucial role in sustaining the American economy by preventing, minimizing, and resolving work stoppages and labor disputes. Helps avoid costly disruptions in production, services, and supply chains.
Sounds like an organization that only helps unions.
Yes, precisely.
Sounds like the unions are like, hey, call FMCS real quick and tell them to resolve this frickin' dispute right away, right? No wonder they live like kings.
Yes.
They're supported by all the union gifts that are being sent over.
Yes.
Oh, man. Vigilant Fox. Kevin O'Leary delivers a harsh reality check to Tesla car burners. You're going to rot in hell in prison. Oh, here we go. Let's listen.
Set a car on fire, you should go to jail. You're a criminal.
Any car,
I don't think we have to talk about it in any other context. And all those cars have cameras in them, and those dealerships have cameras. You're beyond being stupid when you do that. You're going to go to jail, and you now have a government that just got their mandate. They can't wait to find idiots that do this. You're going to spend 5 to 20 years in prison. If they get them on terrorism, which I think is a stretch, they will have no parole, no shortened sentence. They'll rot in hell in prison for 20 years. And frankly, as far as I'm concerned, that's okay. Breaking in, shooting a car, setting on fire, nothing to do with the politics, nothing to do with Tesla. You are a criminal, and you should go
what about the broader
to
question
jail.
about the protest factor? I mean, you heard
What
Tim Walz.
protest?
Is it okay for an American?
The protests. They're just protesting with Molotov cocktails.
Yes.
Like, they try to justify this somehow.
It reminds me of the peaceful protests that we saw in 2020.
Well, this is CNN, of course,
Exactly.
we're watching, right? You remember? You know, mostly peaceful protests with the buildings burning behind them. Oh, wow. Okay, what else here? Let's keep tracking here. Oh, Shark Tank, Kevin O'Leary ripped by female CNN panelists. What else we have? Joe Biden, town hall 11 hours ago.
Now he can talk.
Joe Biden, this MAGA crowd is really the most extreme political organization that's existed in American history. There's KGP. Oh boy, what's going on here?
Others are creating an environment.
Here it is, double standard, loud and clear.
This MAGA crowd is really the most extreme political organization that's existed in American history.
They are threatening political violence, and they are attacking our democracy.
These Republicans and others are creating an environment of political violence. They are putting Americans at risk.
Democrats have never endorsed political violence, but he will go to a rally and he will endorse it. This is the equivalent of playing with a loaded gun and then it backfiring on you.
That's a really bad wig, by the way.
Your reaction, Caroline?
I heard the word extremism. What's extreme is the Democrat Party today, which is now applauding this political violence and domestic terrorism taking place across our country. What's extreme is the modern day Democrat Party, who wants President Trump to turn around planes full of gangsters, rapists, murderers, and foreign terrorists to bring them back to American soil. What's extreme is the Democrat Party that wants to keep men in women's sports and bathrooms and locker rooms. And what's extreme is a Democrat Democrat Party who wants to continue to spend hundreds of billions of dollars a year on useless government agencies that have done nothing to advance America's interests. Again, I will reiterate, President Trump is standing up for common sense and basic and fundamental American values, and all of this empty rhetoric from the left will not stop this president from doing what's right for the American people.
Wow, man, she is awesome.
She's sharp.
She really knows how to hit the points. I mean, just the press gaggle she gave today as she walked up. The reporter fires a question, boom, and she just nails them, like right away. You know, she's on point, man. She certainly is on point. Any takeaways?
I see, just like they're saying here, it's a clear double standard. And to see, they just assume that the American people have such short attention spans that they're not going to see this. But from one side, you're just watching credibility erode here.
What do you think is going to happen? I mean, how can a party continue to exist with that? Like, that's their talking point. That's their thrust.
Well, you see Gavin Newsom now trying to move toward the center. And I think the real party leaders, like some of these that are talking here, this is not the leadership. This is just some of the fringe left.
They're the ones that get the talking points.
Yes, definitely. But I see the party, just as Gavin is pushing in California, that they recognize that landslide victory was no fluke. And that if they don't change their rhetoric, that they might not ever win a presidential election again. I mean, there has to be that discussion in the back rooms of the key Democrats at this point.
Okay, you bring up Gavin Newsom because he had a podcast,
yes.
And we played some clips here. Charlie Kirk was on it,
yes.
and Steve Bannon was on it.
Yes.
You know what? I mean, in my opinion, like, there's a huge opportunity for Kirk and Bannon and others
yes.
to red pill that audience.
Yeah.
And just drop some truth bombs and wake some people up. But what is Gavin Newsom doing by allowing their voices to to his audience?
And he's getting criticism from his main supporters. They're mad that he's given what they say is these right-wing activists a platform. But what one side sees is that he has aspirations for the White House. And he has a war chest. He's been saving money. He's definitely on the path to where he could run for higher office. And it appears that he's either angling for some of Bannon and Kirk's audience to see him more as tolerant.
Do you think that Bannon and Kirk's audience are going to be sold
No.
on any of the rhetoric that spews from his freaking direct from central casting mouth?
No, not at all. And it was interesting hearing Bannon. Bannon basically said that he was there specifically to red pill Newsom. He was like, no, I'm here to convert you. You're no longer going to be a globalist. You're going to be a populist. Oh, wow. And that was it. There's the two sides, though. It definitely looks like Newsom's moving toward the middle. And the way, as many times as he agreed
but
with
it's a fake move.
Oh, it's a fake move.
Oh, it's a head fake. He's like, hey, look at me. I'm a reasonable guy.
Yes.
You know. Oh, don't mind the ashes smoldering behind me, right?
And he talks about the other side always doing that. Oh, they're just following the political winds. But you could make that same argument for him as well.
So the most chilling aspect of this wave of terrorism isn't just the violence itself, it's the coordinated silence about it. When Kevin O'Leary rightfully condemned these acts on CNN, what happened? A female panelist accused him of inappropriately touching for simply gesturing during the debate. Wow. This is how they change the subject. This is how they avoid condemning the indefensible. But here's what they don't understand about Tesla cars. They're equipped with multiple cameras that record everything happening around them. These terrorists are being identified and arrested one by one. The deeper question we should all be asking is this, and weigh in the comments. Why are Democrat politicians and media figures seemingly encouraging violence against an American company simply because its CEO believes in free speech and downsizing government? Is this what America has become, a place where political violence is acceptable as long as it targets the right people? Drop a comment below. And represent the resistance with our MAGA Avengers collection, Next News gear available now in the merch shop link below. Wear a hat. I want to see it on the street when we take our selfie together.